Okay, so here we've got the Elddis Xpedition 200. On the outside of the vehicle at the front end here we have the fuel cap. You just press in at the one end, that opens up. You then open up the diesel cap using your ignition key. Further along we have the step. It's a manual step, so you just push down until it locks into place. And then to put it back, just tilt, lift and let it slide back through. Up the top there we have the awning. The awning rod is located inside the cab. You plug it in at this top end here. You start to unwind about a metre. You can then drop down the legs to give you a bit more security, and then as you carry on unwinding, just move the legs out till you get to the point where you need to be. Put it back in exact reverse. Here we have the waste pipe, so when you finish camping, undo that, let your wastewater drain out. This is just a plate that needs to be removed when in use. It just allows the air to circulate around the back of the fridge and the oven to allow the air intake to light the flames. Around the corner here we have the gas cupboard. So in there you can fit 2 gas bottles. Don't block the vents here. The gas is heavier than air, so it will escape through there if you have a gas leak. A bit further along we have the leisure battery and the electric hookup. So when you get to site, plug in there and away you go. Over here we have the cassette toilet. Simply lift up, slide out, undo there, pour away whilst pressing this button. That stops any water glugging back at you. And again, to put it away, put the cap back on here and slide it in and make sure that your little yellow handle is pushed down there. Above this we have the water for the toilet. So in there you put any of your chemicals and water to allow the flush. Up here is your fresh water. So again, just undo the cap, put in your hose pipe and turn it on. You know when it's full because it starts leaking out, and then you can lock it back up. Okay, so onto the cab area of the vehicle. Starting over on the left hand side, you've got your glove box there, radio CD player. It's a 5-speed gearbox on a Peugeot engine. On the left hand side of the steering wheel you have the indicator and headlight levers. On the right hand side there is for your window screen wipers. Below the steering wheel there is a steering wheel adjust, so you pull that up and you can then adjust your steering wheel up and down. And below that to the left is the bonnet catch. Over here you have your dials. That's for your air pressure. That one there is circulating the internal air, bringing in the external air, and this one here is your temperature gauge, or which direction you want the air to blow. And a standard cigarette lighter area there, and there's an additional cigarette lighter function there to charge your mobile phone. Up here, clipboard. That just to move it back down, just pinch in at the back slightly and press down. There's a curtain system on the front to blind out the cab. There it is there. And we have electric windows operated via these buttons here. And this one adjusts your wing mirrors. Into the van there is the main 12-volt master switch located there. And then further up the rear of the vehicle you have, that turns your water pump on. That tells you how much water is in the tank, and that there allows you to select between the vehicle battery or the leisure battery. I would recommend going off the leisure battery, but vehicle battery is a last resort. This switch here turns on the heating system, and to the right hand side of that you can decide whether you want that on 0.5 kilowatt, 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatts of electric, obviously when you're plugged into the main. Coming down then you have the heater, which you can select automatic or just fan assist, and that's the temperature while you're set in electric mode, or over here in gas mode You push down, press the button to ignite, and then gently release. You will hear the flame ignite as you go. Below here we have the water boiler, so again switch that on to activate it, and that turns on your electric water boiler straight away, or you can have it running off the gas there and select your water temperature. Moving over to the gas oven. Similar scenario to your gas oven at home. You press in, turn the flame on, hold the dial in, press the ignition system. Obviously I've not got it plugged in at the moment. The flame will ignite and gently release it out. Same with the oven, same with the grill. Moving over to the fridge. So this fridge operates off of gas and electric. So this side here indicates your electrical system and what power you want it on. That turns on the electric, that turns on the main control. The battery, sorry, the leisure battery. So when you're traveling from A to B, just flick that on and that will allow you to keep your fridge cool. It will only operate while the keys are in the ignition and the engine is running. It is not meant to run off a leisure battery full time. And over here, again with the gas, push it in, click away, and you will hear the flame ignite. So you can run the fridge off of gas or electric. Up the top here, we have the sink. And the draining board comes completely off and tucks away nicely underneath there. And then your hot and cold tap. Run the water, left for hot, right for cold. Okay, so emptying the fresh water on this vehicle, located in the main wardrobe, there is a lift up panel. And right down below, underneath the fan, which is going to be quite awkward to see, there's a little tap, and that is how you release the fresh water. Now a lot of people tend to use the main drain valve to empty it because it is quite awkward to get to. And I'll show you that in a second after I've showed you how the bed operates. Nice simple action on the bed. All you do is, at the back end of the bed there is a set of slats, and they pull out from there. You then just slide your cushions across on both sides, and then that meets to make your double bed. Obviously slide the other side across, and then to put it back do the same in reverse. Gently slide those down, they all drop neatly away, and then you can pop your cushions back. Final area, your main drain valve. So it's probably easier to release the water from here anyway. It's just that little switch there, flick it up and it'll start letting the water out. Put it back down and it stops. Now when you come to winterize the van, you need to undo that valve, the wastewater outside, the fresh water in the wardrobe, and lift your taps, and that will allow all of the pressure to drain from the system, ready to be put away for the winter. Up the top here we have the overcab bed. We have located the ladder there. That simply clicks on, or if you want to tuck it nicely away, that slides back and locks into position via these bolts. Moving into the bathroom, so in there you have the sink, which operates the same way. Lift the tap and turn the direction, hot or cold, but this tap also pulls out and then slides up into your shower area. Below here we have the toilet system. The toilet is adjustable, it does rotate, and it is currently closed. If you slide this grey catch across, it opens up the toilet system for you. If it is open, you won't be able to remove the cartridge from the toilet, so obviously if you can't remove it, you've probably got that done there. And there is your flushing system, and that uses the water that you filled in outside with your chemicals.